Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerry Wilson, and I'm the Executive Director of the Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation. I'd like to welcome you to the New York Bid for the Kids event. And while we cannot be together this year, we still are joining forces to support the work of Dr. Mitchell Ciro. And I would also like to give a big thank you to the Van Cleve Foundation and their entire family for their tireless support of the work at New York Medical College. Thank you and have a great evening.
Good evening. This is Dr. Mitchell Ciro from New York Medical College and the Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital here in Westchester County. I want to welcome you to the Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation, or PCRF Bid for the Kids, which is the non-event event. So I wish I could be there in person to be speaking directly to you, but due to COVID-19 and observing public health guidelines, we're going to do this as a non-event event. So we've had many outstanding galas and Bid for the Kids over the years, and we expect this one to be no different. So PCRF has been around for over 45 years and have raised close to $50 million to support pediatric cancer research. And we're here tonight to help continue to raise important money for that event. I'd like to start this evening by honoring our Dream Big Award winner, the Van Cleve family. The Dream Big Award is chosen by PCRF to an individual or a family who has given generously over the years to help support children in cancer research. The Van Cleve family and the Beresford family have given generously over the past decade to support PCRF, both our work originally at Columbia University and more recently over the last 8 or 9 years at New York Medical College. They've probably contributed over $200,000 over the last 10 years to support pediatric cancer research. I want to personally thank them for all that they've done and look forward again to seeing them in person so I can thank them personally. I also want to give a shout out to our two patients tonight, our two survivors. The first, of course, is Robie Daley, who's enjoying college life at the moment, who's a child survivor of acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And our other survivor that I want to put a shout out to is Rhianna Carter, who's currently in the middle and hopefully soon to finish her therapy for lymphoma. These are two courageous young people who have fought the battle and looks like successfully fought the battle, and look forward to them living normal lives from this point on. Now, PCRF is critically important, and this year, more than ever, it's important that you support this organization. They have raised over $45 million in their history, and over 80% of that has gone to support pediatric cancer research. Tonight's funding will directly support our program. 100% of tonight's proceeds will go to support our program at New York Medical College and Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital. We're doing a lot of amazing things in the laboratory. We're looking at developing new immunotherapy protocols to treat childhood solid tumors, childhood brain tumors, childhood leukemias and lymphomas. We've developed a number of natural killer cell chimeric antigen receptor cells that we hope to put into the clinic in the next year. We're doing also a lot in the clinic at the moment. We've brought new immunotherapy and new targeted therapy into patients with cancer of all different kinds, as I described earlier. So it's a very exciting time. We're targeting therapy so patients live better, live healthier lives, and have a lot less side effects. So with the COVID-19, as everybody knows, has been a very tough year. We can't have in-live events. That's made fundraising very difficult. So of any year, this is the most important year that we need your help to support PCRF. Every dollar that you raise will go towards our program at the Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital and New York Medical College. It's critical that you support this year's non-event event. So in closing, I want to thank all of you who have supported PCRF over the year. Again, thank the Van Cleve family and the Beresford family. Again, honoring Robie Daley and Rhianna Carter. And I wish you all a really good evening. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Robie Daley, a second year at the University of Virginia and a cancer survivor. When diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in 2013, it was only by the help of my family, doctors, an innovative treatment plan inspired by novel research and clinical trials, and by the help of complete strangers that I was fortunate enough to survive, that I had a second chance at life. More recently, with the second chance, I've again had first-hand experience with cancer research as I aim to pursue a career as an oncologist, and I've been fortunate enough to internship with Cellularity in developing cancer therapy over this past summer. What I've learned from all these experiences is that cancer is not an individual disease. Although cancer can be incredibly isolating and lonely, although we tend to focus on just the pain and suffering of the patient, cancer is a horrible disease that affects so much more than just an individual's health. As a disease that affects everyone and everything, it requires an entire and unified effort. So while the impact of donating and supporting amazing foundations like PCRF might at first seem arbitrary, I want to stand here and talk to you today as living proof of the amazing work that you have put in. And I would like to express my gratitude on behalf of one of the recipients of this amazing work for all you have done. Thank you so much, and thank you for your support of PCRF.
Hi, my name is Rhianna Carter. I'm 14 years old, and I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's T-cell lymphoma on May 28, 2019. When I first found out I had lymphoma, I didn't really know what it was. I just thought it was some sort of illness that you cure with chemo, so I just didn't really know that it was a type of cancer. And when I realized that it was, I was more scared, but I had no doubt that my family and I were gonna get through this. So I would say some parts were definitely harder and scarier than others. There was one chemo in particular that was just really bad, and then others weren't as bad. So going through treatment was like a roller coaster ride. It was really different during certain parts, I'd say. I would say that not going to school was probably one of the hardest things, having lymphoma, because there's some friends at school that you don't really hang out with and you only see at school, but they're still your friends, and obviously I couldn't see those friends, and it was honestly just really hard because I just wanted to be with everybody else, and it was a lot harder, I would say, learning with a tutor and being one-on-one. So yeah, it was very hard. I'm so very thankful for all the doctors that helped me and just recommended new medicines for nausea. I'm just so grateful, and I couldn't have done it without them, and I just love them all so much. I don't think I'm qualified a lot to answer this question, but I would just say I know that childhood cancer only gets 4% of federal funding, and I just don't think that's fair, because it's just crazy how little kids that are trying so hard to fight this only I don't think they get that much research, and I just really don't think it's fair. So yeah.